All right, guys, step 3 in our system is going to be closing. This one to me is pure gold. This one is rock solid. This one I would absolutely take my advice on and do this one to the letter. Again, there are probably closes that are out there that are better, that are worded, more effective, but the reality is this one is duplicatable. This one gets to the end very quickly. This one gives our new prospects confidence, because as you watch this video several times, you're going to know exactly how to do this. And again, if you want to build a huge network of people all around the globe, it's got to be duplicatable. And I do think this is the best close you could ever possibly do. Just my own personal opinion. So, again, we've got our top 10 list. Again, our prospect's name is filled out. Number 1 on the list, first name and last name. We take the time to write down the names of the next 9 people that we're going to show. First name, last name. Now watch, the key to the system is this. Document always filled out before every exposure. Even if it's a long distance, it's no big deal. Just take a picture of it on your smartphone and just send it to them right when the presentation's done, that they're watching online, that you're in control of when they're watching it. So no matter what we're doing, we're always going to use this document. So, presentation ends. What you say is the phrase, "Now you can see why." So just imagine that you're at a live event, and the live event ends, you turn to your guest and you say, "Eric, look, now you can see why I'm so excited about this." That is a phrase that I would use to get started. If you want to get a little bit more advanced, you can say, "Now you can see why I'm so excited and invited you to come down here today." Or, "Now you can see why we're all so excited." Or, "Now you can see why I pushed my chips all in on this deal. Now you can see why I flew out here just to show this to you." Okay? But a very generic statement at the end is, "Now you can see why I'm so excited." Take your list, your top 10 list, and you go, "Eric, you're the first person on my list today. This is the next best spot on my team. I'm offering it to you right now. These are the next people on my list. Number 2 is Susie. I'm going to be showing her at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Susie's a personal trainer over at Gold's Gym. She knows everybody that walks in the door. She's good looking, she's motivated, and like I said, everybody in this town knows who she is. If I could get her in, it could be lights out." Number 3 on my list, Dave Watson. Dave's a college football coach and has been for 20 years. This guy knows tons of people all across the country. He's a coach, he's a motivator, he's smart, he's a financial planner. I got him 7 o'clock tonight. Number 4 on my list, Jason Stoddard. Jason was my roommate at chiropractic school. This guy knows a ton of people. He's got a huge clinic down there. I've got a lot of pull with him. He'll probably do it just because I said to him, "Hey, let's do this thing together." Look, Eric, I don't know who on my list is going to say yes, if anybody. But if anybody does, I will place them underneath you on your team, and everything they do will benefit you financially. Are you ready to get started? Give him the pen, give him the enrollment form with his name already filled out at the top, Eric Grzybowski. You see how fast I got to the end there, and I didn't let him say anything. I was in control of the entire process from the minute the exposure ended. So watch. Let's do it again. We have to have a new sheet. How often? Every time. New sheet for every prospect. Their name is number 1 on the list. Now look, let's talk about some more things that are on here. Let's talk about, I could say, I'm going to show these people next. After I go, "Eric, this is you. You're the first person on my list. This is the next best spot on my team." Then I come back down here and I could say, "I'm going to show these people next." Great. I could say, "I'm going to show these people in the next week." Better. "I'm going to show these people in the next 24 to 48 hours. I'm going to show these people today. I'm going to show Susie in a half hour." Look, the more you collapse the time frame for your next 9 exposures, the more likely Eric is going to want to get in before you go show them. If you edify 2 or 3 people on this list, and you edify them for who this person really truly is. Don't make stuff up. Don't lie about these people. If you're going to show them in the next week, fine. You don't have to put time frames on it, but understand the whole concept here is if you let Eric know that you've got other appointments scheduled right away, he's much more likely to pull out his credit card and get started with us rather than thinking, "Well, if he's not showing Susie till next Tuesday, I got till next Tuesday to make up my mind on this deal." Look, our comp plan is built for speed. And if you're the person like me who's a person on the move who really wants to make this thing work, then you make that list and you let this person know, And understand, for your own psychology, if Eric ends up not doing it, you know that you've got another 9 people that you're going to be showing very quickly. And you don't get hurt that way when they say no. So let's go through this again. And guys, you need to understand the words that I'm using here and the order that I'm doing this in is crucial. If you want to win like I'm winning in this deal, you should be able to go through this closing script word for word and get to the end very quickly with people. And you need to teach people on your team exactly what to say by getting them to watch this video over and over and over again, because this part of it's not going to change. So, presentation ends. You go, Eric, now I can see why I'm so excited about this. You're the first person on my list today, and this is the next best spot on my team. I'm offering it to you right now. I'm going to go show these 9 people in the next 24 to 48 hours. In fact, I'm going to leave here right now and go show Susie over at Gold's Gym. She's a personal trainer at Gold's Gym. She knows everybody that walks in the door. She's super good looking and motivated, and she's got a great bubbly personality. And if I got her in, it could be lights out. Number 3 on my list, Dave Watson. Dave is a college football coach and has been for a long time. He's a financial planner and an absolute stud. He motivates people, he inspires people, and if I get him in, dude, rock and roll. Number 4 on my list, Jason Stoddard. He was my roommate at chiropractic school. He lives right down the street over here. He's one of my best friends on planet Earth. He'll probably do it just because it's me, and I'm going to cash in chips with him. And again, I don't know if anybody on this list is going to say yes, but if anybody does, I will sign them up and place them underneath you on your team, and everything they do will benefit you financially. Are you ready to get started? Guys, that is pure gold. And the reality is you can watch this video over and over and over again, and you can role play with your sponsor, you can role play with people on your team, because as close as you possibly can get to that script and the intent behind it, it is to let your prospect know that they are not the only person that you're going to be showing, that you're going to be showing a lot of people fast, and the more you edify the people on the list that you're going to be showing fast, the more likely Eric, your person you're recruiting, is going to want to get in before you go show these other people. So guys, that's the system, that's the closing, and again, this works, and I would encourage you again to role play this over and over and over again, and you can do this a couple times and you can just own it. And so guys, let's all get on the same page, let's use this document to close people, and then you too can be on the beaches of the world with us. Rock and roll, guys.